Good afternoon from Kuching, or just outside of Kuching. I'm not sure if this is technically considered Kuching. I think it's just outside of it.
Yeah.
But regardless, we're at the Semenggoh
Wildlife Park.
That's it, Wildlife Park. So this is the place to see orangutans that are semi-wild.
It's not a zoo, but it's like a orangutan rehabilitation centre.
Yeah. So I think they've got somewhere in the region of 653 hectares that this park encompasses.
Yeah.
And it is open from 8 until 10.
Yep.
And 2 until 4. And in those times, there is an hour where it is the orangutan feeding.
Yeah.
And hopefully we will get a glimpse of the orangutans. That would be quite a good shout.
Yeah, it would be so good.
Now, a little fact for you. Orang means people, and utan means forest. So orangutan means people of the forest.
Yeah.
And that comes from the language of Bahasa.
Yeah.
So thank you, Naomi, for that little lesson.
Thank you.
Much apprecited.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're here probably about 20 minutes early before it opens at 2. And we're just going to wait around. We'll grab some tickets. It's 10 ringgit for foreigners, 5 ringgit for Malaysians.
Locals, yeah.
Locals, yep. And yeah, it's cheaper for kids, and I think there's a discount as well if you're a senior. But
Yep.
if you're our age and you are a foreigner like us,
Yep.
you are only paying 10 ringgit, which isn't too bad.
Yeah, it's really not too bad, especially considering like what this is. I would probably expect it to be more, to be honest, but yeah, happy days.
Alright, mission accomplished. You can get an electric buggy. It is 15 ringgit a person, but we are fit young individuals and thus we are going to walk. That's the ticket. Paper ticket. So they just get you to scan the QR code at the front. They've just got a little scanner. It's quite easy. It's sent to your email where you can just screenshot it, whatever you fancy. But yeah, it's just before 2 o'clock. It's about 5 to 2, and they open early so you can walk around and you don't have to rush.
Do make sure you've got your passport on you, or you have like a photo of your passport, because if you're a foreigner, you need the number of your passport to enter into the registration form.
Exactly. Make sure that you've got internet on on your phone. You've got a SIM card or an eSIM that can do that, because yeah, you don't want to get here and have to muck around with that and hold other people up, because you know, there's only 2 hour window to see everything in here, so you don't want to ruin it for everyone else.
That's it. I do believe you can do your registration before you come though, so if you're super organised and you want to do that, you can.
That's it. I was saying that we're going to do that for Backo Park before we go tomorrow, so we'll be really organised and they'll be like, wow, they'll be really impressed, and they might give us a gold star. But yeah, we're walking up a pretty decent incline right now.
I'm actually puffing.
yeah. I'm like, hey, let's keep this talk going. But it's nah, it's not that bad, but you know, there is a bit of walking to be done here, so that's what we're going to do. Get walking, boy! So the beautiful thing about this park as well is that while there is the feeding route where orangutans are most likely to kind of kick about, pretty smart apes, not monkeys, but yeah, the whole park, they roam wild in this park, so you could just be walking and see them anywhere. So we'll keep an eye out, keep an ear out, and hopefully they spot my ginger beard and they recognise me as one of their own.
You're going to fit right in.
100%. They said they only grow like male to 1.4 meters, so I'm like, I'm on these kids. But they grow to 100 kilos, so, and they are they got that ape strength, which I most certainly do not. Also, I've got some pretty gnarly sunburn on my forearm, so that'll help me blend in, won't it?
Yeah, you'll be so red.
So the baby's name is Ua. How creative. Ua. So this is the steps down to the orangutan main feeding area. Another warning there, aside from the Chinese gentleman, to say that you're entering at your own risk, and while they are semi-wild, they are used to interactions with humans. If you are stupid enough to get up close and personal, that's your own fault. You never know what's going to happen. They are wild animals, and while they are extremely smart, you never can tell. They might just be having a bad day, and they might just, you know, rip your arms from your socket. So yeah, as I said, observe them from a distance and enjoy their majesty, but try not to get up too close and personal, or it could be a pretty bad day for you.
Yeah.
First of all, welcome to Semenggoh Wildlife Centre, place where orangutans roaming. Okay? When I say roaming free, the orangutan is everywhere. No cages, no enclosure. They are by the all in the forest. They can come from every corner, either in front of you, behind you, by your left or by your right. So stay alert. I need your eyes too to see the orangutan. So by this moment, if you heard a calling sound somewhere in the forest, that is my colleague. I told you that already. That is my colleague, not the orangutan's voice. Okay? We try to give a signal for the orangutans. That is what we do in here. Every single day, we try to give a signal for the orangutans so that they know the feeding time is already started.
Well, apparently there's another orangutan in the main feeding area, so we're going to go for a little walk up there.
Alright, lucky us, we got to see two orangutan. We got to see Anku. Anku is he got his name from a mix between his mother's name and his grandmother's name. I think it was Annalise and Sudoku. And he was apparently the alpha male now, or the soon to be alpha male. And the other one, we got there just a little bit later, so not sure if they told us what his name was. But he or she looked like a he. It's not what I was expecting, but it was amazing nevertheless, getting to see orangutan in person, only being 15 meters away from him, even though they pretty much always showed their back to us.
Yeah.
They were, yeah, not the biggest fans of crowds, I don't think, and I don't blame them. You know, as
Yeah.
I was sat there eating and people watching me, I'd be like, "Go away! What do you want from me,
Leave
bro?"
me alone.
Yeah, like I'm just trying to enjoy some beautiful fruit, and you're just staring at me, taking photos. Piss off.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though, it is a lot nicer to see orangutans in this environment as opposed to going to a zoo and seeing them miserable in a zoo. Like, they live in the forest. There's, I think, 600 acres, he said, of forest here.
Yeah, about 650 or so hectares
Yeah,
Of-
hectares.
of forest for them to roam about in, and they don't always come out at the same time. It depends on the season as well. If it's fruiting season, you might not see them, he said, for about 2 months because the forest provides all the food that they need, so there's no point in coming and being a spectacle for us stupid humans. But when it's not fruiting season, they do come for feeding. They have 2 each day, as we said, from 11 until 12 and from 3 until 4. And apparently there were 5 orangutans in the morning, and we saw 2. So yeah, he did say that the morning is the better time to come, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
You wake up, you're a bit hungry, and in the afternoon may have had their fill. But yeah, that was yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
They're a fair bit smaller than what I had envisioned.
Yeah, they're as I said, I think it said the males only grow to a height of 1.4 meters, but they do get to 100 kilos and maybe even sometimes heavier. So at that size, at that height, to be 100 kilos, I mean, for perspective, Sarah's 1.6,
6'1".
so 1.6, and so it's 20 centimeters shorter than her full grown, but it's
Twice my weight.
yeah, literally pretty much twice your weight. So that's a wide boy,
Yeah.
built like a fridge. As Sarah just said, one thing about this walk is, although it can be hard, and if it's a particularly hot day, maybe catch the buggy and you will be contributing to the upkeep of this beautiful park. It is an absolutely beautiful walk. You're just walking literally through jungle. And added bonus, you may even see an orangutan that other people don't see. We haven't seen one yet, but you might. That was Semenggoh
Semenggoh?
Semenggoh? Some mangoes?
You want some mangoes?
Orangutan. That's it. Semenggoh Wildlife Centre, featuring orangutans. 2 of them that we saw today.
Yeah.
Highly recommend for only 10 ringgit. Absolute bargain. There's not a whole heap you can do while you're there. It's pretty much you go in there to see the orangutan, watch them get fed. Hopefully they come, and if they don't, then come back again. It's only 10 ringgit, but yeah, we had a great time. It was definitely something on our mental bucket list to see at least one of those amazing creatures, and we got to see 2.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So good.
other than that, that's about it really.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's definitely well worth coming. If you're a nature lover and stuff like us, it's definitely put it on the to-do list when you come to Borneo.
Yeah, and you get to walk through a rainforest, which is pretty dope, especially when you've come from mainland Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, or even Thailand. The air quality can be a bit how you going, and it's beautiful fresh air out here, so beautiful walk. Bit hot though, a bit sweaty.
Yep. There's a lot of mozzies too. Make sure you bring your mozzie spray.
That's a good shout. That's a good shout. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.
Bye.
Adios.